Hi, my salty pecans. Happy Friday. Happy Houseplant and Cocktails Friday. Hopefully, this light is good. I think this is good enough. Perfect. How are you all? Happy Friday. We're back for yet another Houseplant and Cocktails Friday night live cocktail edition. Okay. As you all know, every Friday evening, Friday night, I come on here and I make. Where did all this noise come from? Where did all this noise come from? I don't know. But as you all know, I come on here every Friday evening, Friday night, and we create a cocktail. We do some planty things, we chit chat, we catch up, and then we go about our way. Where the hell did all this noise come from? It was so silent just now. Hold on, let me close my window. As soon as I click live, all of these trucks decided to just pass on by. All right, hopefully it's a bit better audio wise. But I am in here. Hi, John. How are you, Johnny John? Welcome. Lovely seeing you tonight. Hi, Debbie Snacks. How are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. So, as you can see by the title, it's a little play on word. Beware of snake plants, okay? And of course, snakes, if you're within this earthly culture, you don't hear noise? Oh, okay. Oh, but you can hear me. Okay. Okay. So beware of snakes, okay? And it's not just like American culture, Haitian culture. In many cultures, the concept of a snake is someone that is sneaky, conniving, untrustworthy, someone who you need to keep all eyes open around, okay? So, we are going to be talking about snakes in our lives while, of course, repotting this snake plant. And our cocktail of choice is Swifty, okay? It is a French blonde, French blondie, which is Taylor Swift's favorite cocktail. I thought it was like perfect putting these two together because Taylor Swift came out with a new song, essentially dissing Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, and they were calling her like a snake back in the day because of this whole, drama, VMA drama with Kanye going up to her and be like, oh, Taylor Swift, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the best album of the year, going on to Kanye then making the music, having this naked doll body of Taylor Swift in the bed with him and his wife, to then Kim Kardashian just exposing Taylor Swift and being like, you actually knew that, Kanye was going to put you in the song, and now a decade later, she's making this whole diss track about it. Okay. No, Debbie Snacks. Can you believe that photo? It's a super throwback picture. I think that photo is probably like, gosh, that photo is probably like 16 years old by now. I took that photo my junior year of high school. So I think I was probably like 16 in that photo. And that was probably like 2009, 2010 when I took that picture. But I'm like, girl, let me put that picture up, okay? Because again, it fits so perfectly with the title, okay? So let's go ahead and make our Swifty cocktail. I'm a Swifty. I love Taylor Swift. Let me just be very light on the word love. I love her music. I don't know her personally. None of us know her personally, so I don't know her character. But music wise, we love a good Taylor Swift bop, a good Taylor Swift beat. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our French blonde today. And as always, I'm not always, but as of recent, I want to film my cocktail so I can put it on social medias. Right? Lucky us, Debbie Snacks. That photo was so long ago. I was like 16, 17 in that picture. If no, I wasn't even 17. I probably was like 15, 16 in that picture. So that was a while ago, okay? A long time ago. So let me yet again do my little MacGyver situation. Hi, CJ. Welcome, welcome. Highlander 7321. Welcome, Siege. Pleasure seeing you tonight. I was able to pop on early enough today. The last couple of days I've been coming on a little late because, life be life in. All right, let me move this camera maybe here so I can see myself better. I have like this mirror so I can make sure I'm seeing myself in this screen. Okay, let's sort. Okay. And let me bring my little cocktail station over. So I went out today and I picked up a whole new set of spirits and liquors to make this cocktail. I had none of these in my collection, so only one of them I had in my collection, but everything else is new. Ooh. Okay. All right. And let me make sure I can see myself. Good enough. All right, let's hand this a little like this. Let me see if I see myself on here. All right, and I'll move this back a smidgy. I don't want my whole body cut off. Bears with me, salty peeps, because cross content creation, life be like. So tonight I went out earlier. I don't know if y'all remember, but I told you I have been getting laser hair removal. So for facial hair, okay. Okay, so I think this is good. All right, salty peeps, let's go ahead and make our cocktail for tonight. I have my ingredients written down. Okay, so 3, 4, 5. Okay, so for our cocktail tonight, we are going to make. All right, let me start over so I have a good introduction for my video. Okay. Hi, salty pecans. Oh no, my head is cut off. I don't like at all. I don't like one bit. Good. All right. Hi, my salty pecans. So tonight's cocktail, we are going to make Taylor Swift's favorite cocktail. It is a French blonde. Ingredients wise, you're going to need some Saint Germain. Lillet, you're going to need gin. I'm using fresh grapefruit. You're going to need a splash. Oh, what the freak? Yo, my camera just fell. Technical difficulties. Social media will never know this, but the tubes, you always see the background, okay? Let's do this again. Let me delete this garbage. And let's do this again, y'all. Bear with me. Bear, tigers, and lion with me, please. Okay. Bear, lion, and tigers with me. Okay. This is harder than. You know what? I'm just gonna turn it this way. Okay, I'm just gonna do this because I feel like my phone is just hating on me. I'm gonna read the comments in a little bit. I see them. I see the comments coming. Yeah, I see the comments. Okay, let's do take 2. Okay. I don't want my knees all up. Well, now we got some noise knees. These are the knees. These are the knees of someone who did not get in much trouble as a child. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's zoom in a little. Okay, let's do. And action. Let's do this again. Hi, Salty Peeps. Tonight we are going to be making Taylor Swift's favorite cocktail. It is a French blonde. For this cocktail, you're going to need the star of the show, some Saint Germain. You're going to use some Lillet. You're going to need some bitters, gin. I'm using fresh grapefruit, of course, ice to chill, and I have my strainer for the grapefruit. So I'm going to actually start with the grapefruit, okay? Just gonna give this a nice little cut. And I'm just gonna squeeze just half of this pink grapefruit. Beautiful. Get some grapefruit juice. All right. Delicious. Get my ingredients here. Okay. So into my shaker, I'm going to add some Leaf Motif ice cubies, my favorites. We are going to add 2 ounces of the grapefruit deliciousness. Exactly. We will need 3/4 ounce of Saint Germain. This is new to the collection. Oh, this smells absolutely divine. I'm going to actually do a full 3/4 ounce. My cap fell. Where did it go? Okay. We need 2 ounces of Lillet, and this is a French appetizer wine. And you're going to need 2 ounces, well, 1 ounce of dry gin. What is going on? Everything is falling today. Usually you use lemon bitters. They only had orange bitters, so I'm just going to use orange bitters. Keep an eye out. Next week, I will be showing you all how to make your own bitters at home. Okay, I picked up the ingredients to make your own bitters. Okay, we're going to make a variety of bitters. We're going to make lemon bitters. We're going to make chocolate bitters. We're making, all of the bitters. So just a couple, just dashes of bitters, okay? Everything's hating on me tonight. What the heck is going on? All right, cap and shake. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a French blonde. Cheers. Oh, spilling. Oh my gosh. This is delicious. Mmm. Mmm. Okay, T Swift. Mmm. I think I might make a second one tonight after we get off live. Oh, this is delicious. All right, saucy peeps. And that is a French blonde. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is so delicious. Let's slide our little cocktail stash on. Yeah, I should see what's going on the floor. I'm like rolling over plants. I have this variegated burley marks that's trying to sop up some water from the floor because I'm like watering this Dieffenbachia. Water spilled all over the floor, so I had like a huge pool of water in front of here. So I like ran around my room like just trying to grab a bunch of little plants, and I just like plopped all of them in front of the soaking floor. Oh, let's go here. Love it. And so, like I said, as some of you may know, I've been getting laser hair removal for facial hair, and I don't know how many more sessions I have left. If I have to do 100 sessions, I'm going to do 100 sessions. Okay. Let's manage. This is so good. This is so good. It's not like overtly sweet. It's not like, I'm not sure what your taste buds are like, but I don't mind, a bitter cocktail. This is not like bitter, if you've tried like Aperol is more like a, if you use Aperol in your cocktails, it's bound to be a little bitter. Let me take a little picture. Oh, the forehead looks a little foreheady. Let's switch the pictures. Y'all know the dealio. Hold on. Okay, I think I got it. Let me show y'all. I think this is what I'm gonna use. Keep a little similar trendy trend to that's the photos that I'm gonna do for my thumbnails. Anyways, so let me go through the comments. Okay, John said, I threw a plant swap last Saturday. Ooh, it was wonderful, and I got some great plants. John, please do share, do tell, what did you get? Congratulations. So you threw the plant swap, and how did you organize it? Was it like by yourself? Did you do it with other planty peeps? Did you do it with your partner? Let us know. Thank you, Debbie Snacks. I've had these nails for about 2 weeks now, and I'm really like, girl, I need to change the color already. So I don't know if y'all realize, but like the last couple of months, honestly, since maybe my birthday, I have not been really wearing nail polish as much, and that's because I use gel nail polish, and these are my real nails, and I have been keeping them very, very short and polish free because the gel was just like eating at my nail bed. And when I would go to the salon, they weren't using the best techniques to remove the polish, right? So instead of like them, they'll soak and then they'll like drill it off. And essentially, I have like very strong nails, right? So I had long nails, okay? So pretend like this is a nail file. So my nails were like, maybe like this long or like this long, but constant like filing, of the drill was just taking layers of healthy nail off. So my nails were just really weak, starting to like bend and break. And I just decided I'm going to let all of the nail from like the bed, okay, grow out. And then once all of that is grown out, then I know every other nail like following that is strong. So I just needed to let my nails grow back healthy. And I'm more like on top of, how they're taking my polish off. And, how I'm also, if I'm doing my nails myself, I'm very mindful of how I'm doing it because I'm not going to ruin my hard work. Okay. I love long nails. I love pretty nails. I love polish on nails, but I just wanted to let my nails breathe for some time. And it's taking its healthy breath. It's taking plenty of healthy breaths. Okay, and now we're back. Okay, so let's get into tonight's video. Okay, let me go through some more comments. But thank you, Debbie Snacks. What color should I do next? I'm feeling maybe orange. I'm in a very summery. I want my nails to express like my mood, and I'm very, vibrant and lively. So I want vibrant, lively nails. Even when the days are super gray and cloudy and rainy, you better believe I have these bright, cheerful nails. Like I look at them and I get so happy. So let's see. Mm-hmm. Debbie Snack says, "Yay, swaps are fun. Glad yours was a success." Yes, of course, Debbie Snacks. I gotta share it with my YouTube fam. You guys always get the realness, the rawness, the pure, exactly who I amness. The other social media sites get these like compacted 1 minute content, but the tubes, I can't create something less than 10 minutes. I have to like do big long videos, and I will always love YouTube for that. For that fact is that YouTube, you can genuinely just put out the content as you put out the content. You don't have to put this whole like facade or whatever. Let me make sure my drinks are in the background. So let me just go through more comments. John said it was multiple group swap and I'm still getting things fine-tuned. Okay, you did it alone. It was your second one. Okay. What did you get? What plants did you get? You said you got some amazingness. What did you get? Oh my gosh, this is so good. It has like elderflower, lychee notes. Let's see if they have. Yep. How did I know? How did I know? When I tell you elderflower syrup is one of the best tasting syrups in existence. If you have an IKEA near you, they have this elderflower syrup. I have not been able to get my hands on it in a couple of years, but when I do get my hands on it, I'm going to probably get like 4 of them. Let me show you. I'm going to share my screen with y'all. I don't know if IKEA still has it. There, okay. Let me share my screen with y'all. Okay, it's like this thing. It's so good. Wow. Of course, Amazon. Yeah, it's out of stock in IKEA. But it was this. It's called the Drake Flatter. Delicious. One of the most delicious things ever. It's elderflower concentrate. And this thing lasted in my fridge for at least like a year and a half, 2 years, because it's a concentrate. Unless you're like chugging this thing back, okay? It's a concentrate. It's so delicious. If you ever get your hands on that, if in your area they have this, please get it because it's so good. So this says it has fresh hand selected elderflowers, impart a crisp melange of flavors with hints of citrus and tropical fruits. Très sérieux, ne sais pas. Oh, it's français. Okay. Yeah, it's a product of France. All right, makes sense. This is so delicious. This is worth every penny. And Lillet Blanc is a, I guess, a appetizer wine. Okay. Oh, okay. Look, even this liquor give me a little cocktail recipe. It has a Lillet spritz. You can do 3 parts Lillet Blanc. Oh, I'm not gonna make this. I'm not gonna make it. Never mind. 3 parts tonic water. You know how disgusting tonic water is? I think tonic water is one of the nastiest tasting things in the world, and I don't know how people who like gin and tonic like tonic water, because tonic water is PTSD. Y'all, here's a little backstory, a little quick PTSD story on why I hate tonic water. So I used to nanny a lot when I was in undergrad. Okay, so that was my job. I used to nanny for very, 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 very wealthy people. Very wealthy people. Okay, I worked for an agency that just literally like, if you weren't making millions, they were not servicing you. So I worked for one of those agencies. So I'm thinking like, it was like one family, they're like, yeah, have whatever you want in the fridge. So I'm like, ooh, I'm thirsty. Oh, look, I see some tonic water in the fridge. I'm like, oh, it's probably just like seltzer, right? Because when you go in the grocery store, they have tonic water right next to seltzer. So in my mind, I'm thinking tonic water is another word for like seltzer, okay? I gave myself a nice little cup of tonic water, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I want that, like that bubbly, soda y without the sugar, right? So I was really happy because I love seltzer. I love just like bubbly water without any flavors. Okay. When I tell you, I'm like, I think I probably like threw up in my mouth as I'm ingesting that. It's so disgusting. No offense to anyone who likes tonic, and maybe I need to revisit it, but I have been severely traumatized ever since then. I'm very terrified to try tonic water again. I am so traumatized, so PTSD traumatized with this tonic water. But I need to probably get over it. I think I probably need to get over it because I can't be getting into cocktails. I can't be into like bitter cocktails. Like for me, beer wise, my favorite beer are IPAs. I love an IPA. You most likely will ever like find me drinking IPA or like a sour beer. I'm not a big fan of like ales, they're boring. I don't even like, you know, so I'm more of into like IPAs, okay? Or sours. So maybe I probably need to give tonic water another chance. So yeah, 3 parts Lillet Blanc, 3 parts tonic water, and garnish with strawberries, mint, and a slice of cucumber. Okay. I may probably make that next week. Okay. Yeah, and again, this is French, so we're very Parisien tonight, okay? So this is a product of France. Yeah. And I have my London dry gin. This is a Dominican product. And the Angostura bitters is a product of Trinidad and Tobago. So we're very international today with our cocktails. Okay. And funny little story, quick backstory on the bitters. So as you can see, you see this little bottle and the paper is like much larger than the thing of the bottle, right? So little history story on the reason why the company doesn't just make the proper like size paper for the proper size bottle. So apparently it was like two brothers or like two friends who were creating this, and it was like two brothers or like two friends who were making this, and apparently one person was in charge of like packaging and the other one was in charge of like bottling, okay? But there was like a miscommunication in between, how large to print the paper for the correct bottle. So by the time they came together, right, he had the labels, he had the bitters inside of the bottle. And then when they put the paper around the bottle, they're like, bro, this is like larger than the container, So literally all of this happened because of miscommunication. But then they realized, you know what, it's probably a better bet to keep it the way it is to distinguish yourselves from other brands, because it now, this oversized packaging is synonymous to the Angosturas. Okay. So that's a little quick backstory on why the paperwork is larger than the bottle. Okay. So like I mentioned, we're also going to be replanting this snake plant, and we're going to be talking about snakes in our lives. All right. So let's clean up our cocktail station and bring on the plant station. I also picked up my din. So after tonight's live, I want to have my dinner. I went to the Thai restaurant. I got some good old Thai fried chicken, and I got some spicy shrimp, like the wide flat glass noodles, right? So drunken noodles with shrimp, extra spicy because I love spicy Thai noodles. Then I just place these on the floor because I have to make space in my cocktail station. Also, this is so delicious, Taylor Swift. All around the world, girls. So essentially, half a grapefruit gives you about 2 ounces of grapefruit juice. Disrespect this morning. Why I never know touched it? What is weird is crazy. This is how they made it. It's in Texas, baby. Why you think you love me? How you trying enough to make this million? Strong enough to better children. Then you're back to brilliance. I'm singing the wrong artist. I was also feeling very Britney Spearsy. When she was just like, I'm a slave for you. With the whole snake. I felt a little Spearsy, but Boy, I think you love me. Are you strong? I'll never make this love song. I'm so bad at children. Linger back to basics. Please, you better not play me. Well, come here, baby. Won't you still like me if you hurt me? My persuasion can kill a nation. Endless power. Our love we can devour. You'll do anything for me. Around the world, girls. All right. So for our snake plants, okay, I've had this snake plant for a few years. Okay, this plant once upon a time was one of my many office plants. At my old job, I had the luxury, it was like my first office job as well. I had the luxury of getting that job at the beginning of the panoramic, right? So at the beginning of the panoramic, I got that job. And at that time, like, there barely to no one, there's pretty much no one in the office. You know, people were only coming to the office once in a blue moon, right? So over that time, I just had like such a beautiful collection of plants in my office. This was much larger. I managed to share this with like a bunch of my coworkers, and then I started to kind of think people were taking from it without asking me. So this huge, like multiple gallon plant pot over the years just dwindled and dwindled until I kind of was just like, I don't know, like, you know, like you don't know, but definitely people were definitely like taking from this. Okay. So this is what I have left over of this plant since I've moved on from my old job. July is going to make me a year since I left my old job and I'm at this new job. But we are going to finally just like put this inside of a new container. Hi, Special K. Welcome, welcome. And thank you again for the Venus flytrap care tips. Okay, that is the carnivorous plant expert. Okay, so salty peeps, if you have any carnivorous plant questions, go ahead and ask Special K. Let's go ahead and just read the comments. John said about 30 people came, and everyone is asking when is the next. You got 2 philodendron dark lords, white wizards, 2 different Rhaphidophorus, philodendron red heart, and several epiprenums, a large philodendron grazile. What? What? At a plant swap? Hi, Felix. You are never late, Felix. The party is just not getting started now that you're here, okay? Never late. Welcome. Oh my gosh, John. What the heck? Now that's a score. Oh my gosh. That's the best part about plant swaps. The best part about plant swaps is that you come out, one, making some new friends. Even if you never speak to those people again, you just come out feeling so fulfilled because you're in a space with people who have like a commonality with you. They have the same vibes, they have the same understanding. You know, like there are many different hobbies, right? And no one really understands your likes and your passions for that hobby unless you're within that community as well, right? For example, I'm not a gamer, and no offense to gamers. I can't fathom like sitting down and playing video games for hours. And personally, it's just not like my personal thing. But then gamers can't fathom being at home tending to plants for all your life. That's crazy. I can't fathom like a sneakerhead, spending hundreds upon $1,000 on like a collectible pair of sneakers, but sneakerheads can't fathom spending hundreds and $1,000 on a plant. So there's a community for everyone, and it's okay if we don't understand each other. That's perfectly fine. We're not here to do that. I also have some other plant videos that I will be filming this weekend. So Sunday, I'm going to be uploading a repotting with me. I have my spiralis cactus, my I forgot something for Bessie, but like my spiralis cactus, that plant has, I'm not gonna say been neglected, but some of the clay pots are not the best quality, and they broke, and pretty much my plant has been living without a planter, but like in its root ball for a couple of months, and only just like the bottom portion of the plant has the terracotta plate, but the rest of like the plant is exposed to soil. But because that plant was so compacted in the clay container, right, that it's still holding its shape without even something holding it. So I told myself, Pamela, don't do that. Repot your plant into a larger container. So I went the other day to the hardware store, and I picked up just this clay pot to repot it into. So that will be what I'm going to film for you all for Sunday. So keep an eye out on that. And since we're talking about snake plants, let me show you my little snake baby. This plant I have I have propagated this plant so many times. I've given to friends and family, and this is the mother one that I got from eBay, and it's just produced so much. So finally, it's giving me something this year. We're on theme, y'all. We're still on theme. We're still on brand. Okay, let's see. Let's go through the comments. John, do you have space for... Okay, first of all, Johnny, okay? Do you have space for all those plants? I know you have space. But are they like little cuttings? Are they decent size, like 4-inch pots? I have to... Now my heater's coming on. All right. Okay. I'm back. Oh, I'm looking down, y'all. I had one of my coworkers from my old job. He was so nice. He was so nice. He used to give me like share his little plants with me. He used to like buy things, and then he's just like, Pam, older man, probably in his 70s, or even like maybe like late 60s, 70s, like mid to late 70s. So I worked for the city before. So he would come in, like they gave him like 15 hours a week, because I guess there's like this program that they give, to individuals who are older but they still want to work. So they let them work like 15 hours a week. So he would scatter them like maybe 3 hours, every other day, or like 5 hours, coming like 3 times a week. So this was one of the little containers that he gave me. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. He gave me this container. I have like a bunch of things that, he would share with me. So even then, it's like the love of plants just transcends between ages and races and cultures. I love houseplants. So let's get into the repotting, okay? I am using a used dryer sheet at the bottom of this plastic container. Personally, for me, I like to keep certain plants in plastic containers. I remember like years back, like maybe during the pandemic or like early pandemic, people were very much into, oh, I hate like plastic containers. It was like boycott plastic containers. We only do like terracotta. I always kept all of my plastic containers whenever I buy a plant. And if I do repot it into maybe like a ceramic or terracotta, I always keep the plastic containers because one, you never know when you need to upgrade a plant from a smaller size to a larger size. And instead of going out of your way to buy a larger container, you could just reuse what you have. Or if you're gifting plants to people, you have something to gift it to them, and just give them a quick little easy one two, boom. Now they have something that they can cherish at home and just care for it. They don't have to worry about, oh, you're giving me a plant and water. Now I have to go out of my way, buy soil, go out of my way, buy a container. You just kind of give them something complete. So I always keep all of my plastic containers, and it has not failed me. All right, and let me do my mix. I don't have any perlite, which again I find to be weird because I could have sworn I had like a whole new thing of perlite, but I can't find it. So when I went to the city today, I told myself I was going to stop at Home Depot to buy perlite, but then I just got distracted and then I didn't go to Home Depot and buy perlite. So I have some older soil here that has some perlite mix, and I'm using cactus, palm, and citrus potting mix, which is perfect again for this, which is the snake plant, and for the snakes around you. Okay, so when it comes to snakes, all right, snakes, they seem very weak, right? When you look at a snake, you think, oh my gosh, it's this slithering thing. It has no hands, it doesn't have any legs, any feet. It's just scaly, like, my top, you kind of disregard it, right? But what snakes do, right? They size you up. The snake will slither around you, they'll smell you, they'll really see what you're about. And then when you least expect it, they'll go ahead. They'll strike. And you won't know what's coming to you. But if you know a snake, you know how a snake crawls, you know how a snake looks, you know how a snake acts when it's plotting, it's best to be mindful, be very vigilant, okay? There are people around you who will act and pretend to care about you. People around you will act and seem as if they have your best interest at heart, but in reality, they're snakes, okay? They're crawling around trying to find the best way, the best time to just undermine your intelligence, undermine your strength when you have your guard down. They're slowly just wrap themselves around you. You're like, oh, look at you, you're bringing yourself around me, you're tying your arm, you're curling yourself around my arm, you're wrapping yourself around my neck, and you're thinking, oh, that's affection, that's attention. But no, they're really seeing, okay, how large am I and how much strength do I need to have to take you down? Okay, so don't ever let a snake get close enough to size you up. All right, if it's slithering, okay, if the hairs on the back of your hands, on the back of your neck, starts to like prickle, trust your intuition, because snakes, that's what they're good at. That's what they'll do. Let's add some soil into this here. Like, I hate a snaky friend, okay? And of course, snakes are never really your friend, okay? If someone betrays you, if someone It's fake, all right? Unfortunately, unless you have good discernment, right? You'll never know if they're a snake. But that's when and that's why it's important to really trust your intuition, to really trust your gut and understand realness versus fakeness. Let me have a little bit of my blondie, my little snake drink. mm. The elderberry is so perfect with the grapefruit. And since it's like fresh grapefruit I use, it's not overly bitter. It has that sweet aroma. Calorie wise, it's not very like high in calories because we're not adding extra sugars. It's natural grapefruit sugar. It's the just only like the sugars within the wine, the sugars within the Saint Germain. But other than that, we're not adding like soda, we're not adding juice. It's again just a natural fruit, just half of a grapefruit. Grapefruits are very healthy for you. So this is a skinny girl cocktail. Mmm, so good. Oh my gosh. Mmm. This just makes my mouth water so much. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And I also chilled my beverages as well before I chilled them before I mixed it. Sorry, I was looking for this. I'm gonna add a little bit of charcoal. And where's my other thing I'm looking for? For the fly nets. Where is it? I think it's in my kitchen. BRB, guys. BRB, BRB, BRB. I put that on a mama, on my food. I look fly. I look good. All right, y'all. I don't know where my mosquito bits are, but this is the plant that I told y'all I'm going to be repotting for Sunday. And as you can see, this plant literally has been living like this for several months. So let's put this on the. Actually, let me not put it right directly in front of the heat because I lost a good handful of plants this winter because I completely ignored them. And I didn't realize that they were like dead smack in front of the heater. And my heater, I live in a New York City apartment with great heat, which means the heat was blazing hip hop and R&B. Killed so many plants. So many of my plants. Pretty much most of my, what are they called? The devil something plants. A lot of, like, they all died. My white ghost euphorbias, my euphorbias. I lost all my white ghost euphorbias. I lost my yellow and green euphorbia. I lost a huge, like, 2-3 foot branch of my regular classic euphorbia. My euphorbias went through it. Literally, that euphorbia that's 10 years old, it died. One of them died this year. 10 years, 0 problems, died this year because it was in front of the heater and I didn't realize. So I'm just sprinkling some HauzPlant. This is slow release fertilizer. And I like to use mosquito bits in all of my plants because the same concept in my mind with HauzPlant is the same concept. Oh, I think I put too much. Oh, that's too much HauzPlant. Too much HauzPlant. Technical. No. Oh no. Every granule is so important. I'm just gonna mix it. In fact, I did so much hysteria that happened. Okay, so much hysteria. Another thing about me, right, as a Haitian immigrant, right, and English being like my third language, a lot of the times, even though English is my third language, English is my primary language, right, outside of the home, I still find certain words, are a little like hard to communicate, right? So a lot of the times I'll use like French words and I'll try to make it sound English. So like in Creole, right? Like people who are like mad dramatic, right? They're like, "Où tu vas faire, Stella?" You're always being like dramatic, hysterical, right? But it literally translates to hysteria. And it just hit me today. I'm like, oh, yeah, so all my hysteria, like all my dramatics, just caused me to lose a nice little shovel full of goodness. So this is how the little mix looks. I have my container. I'm gonna put like half soil, give it a little compact, packy pack. And I'm just gonna pick all of this up as so. Okay. I'm just gonna keep them like centered. All right, and as y'all can see, I'm surprised our bully isn't here today, Melvin. I'm kidding. I joke. My salty peeps aren't bullies, except Melvin. Melvin is the Regina George of the HauzPlant community. Nah, I love you, Melv. You the homie. Melvin be like picking on us in the comments. Melvin be exposing me like, yo, Pam, didn't you say you were gonna film this terrarium video? It's been like 10 months, Pam. Where's part 3 of this video? So I appreciate you, Mel, for keeping me accountable. I don't know if he's gonna watch this, but that's what it's about, having this fun little back and forth with you all. You guys, even though again we're internet friends, internet fam, over the years we've grown a bond with each other, and every year, the Salty Peep, I need to stop saying, every year the Salty Peep family grows and we get more Salty Peeps. Some fall back, but we're always continuing to grow. And I really just love and appreciate my consistent Salty Peeps. You guys really mean so much to me. I love you guys. You just make it good for me to continue. All right. Let me add a little more soil. Okay. But yeah, so I like to use mosquito bits similarly to HauzPlant because it's like a slow release fly net repellent in my mind. It's a slow release fly net repellent. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna over splash it. Again, a little mixy mix. I'm not even using the mat that I usually use because I don't even need to because look, I just spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. I should have probably used the mat. But I was saying I didn't need to use the mat because I had this. So I know like soil's not falling from, here. I can do this as much as I want, but this is kind of like a little cash net situation. Okay. I've also watered all of my plants this week. I'm also going to give them another good watering this week and fertilizer. Okay. I started refertilizing my plants. I'm not a consistent fertilizer plant parent. So it's spring. We are going to at least give them the juices, the goodies for this season. And voila! Ooh! We have a completely potted snake plant. And I'm just going to use the snake plant juices to water the snake plant. And then I'm going to give the snake plant a good soaking as well inside of my sink. Okay, and I'm gonna clip this away so them little sneaky fly gnats don't inbreed in this. Okay, this is not Game of Thrones. We're not going to keep it in the family. All right. This ain't no Cersei Lannister. Okay. Yo, you're probably like, what the hell does this girl be talking about? What does this have anything to do with Game of Thrones? I don't know. I'm just referencing. Oh, okay, Debbie Snacks. I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. I think she's probably out of here already. That was like 10 minutes ago. Let's see. Let me go through the comments. Felix says, is it just me or terracotta pots getting more expensive? Ooh, terracotta pots are getting very, very, very expensive, okay? Like, overall, like, plants are just unnecessarily expensive, but plant products are expensive. I've always known, like, when you're trying to get maybe different types of terracotta pots, different shapes, they do upcharge those. Or if you want, the smaller terracotta pots, whatever, and when I say smaller, I mean like this shape, Let me show y'all quickly. Oh, When I say smaller, I mean like smaller, like this, these different shapes, not these regular like slender shapes. I mean like this, okay? Something like this, I will always expect to not cost the same as like a normal 4-inch pot, right? Whether it's the smaller size or this, because of the difference in shapes, it's less common to probably find it in a big box store, right? So, the places that might sell it probably might be upcharging it. But a normal 4-inch pot should not be costing an arm and a leg. And like the place next to me, I think I got pretty lucky because I think I bought this for like, this cost me like $2 and something. This is pretty big. This cost me a nice little bit of money. I was so happy about that. So yeah, I have to like get a bit more better soil. So we're going to like have to replant this, and I'm so scared to hold it because this might break in my hands. So we're going to upgrade it from in here to in here. This thing is well due, and again, neglecting, but it's living. It's very healthy. It's very happy. It's spiralizing, so I'm not complaining. Okay, let's put it back here, and let's look away for the next day or so. Okay, we're gonna look away for the next day or so and act like it's not here. I'm going to have to film tomorrow or probably like Sunday morning to at least get this video out by like Sunday afternoon. Monday the latest. All right. So salty peeps. That is. Don't bite me on camera either. Don't embarrass me on camera. My firstborn. So let's go through some more comments. Ooh, you started making plant vids on TikTok? I'm going to have to check you out. You're welcome, Special K. Congratulations, Felix. You are the macrame king. I love your macrames so much. I've had Felix's macrame, I think, since 2020? 2021? I love your macrames. They're so like thick, so well designed, so fashion, One of them is right here. Y'all probably can't see it. Right here. And then as you can see, my Dieffenbachia, I'm going to have to cut it also. This Dieffenbachia can no longer stand up. It reached the ceiling. Oh, yeah. This is like a name tag. It reached the ceiling and then it fell. So that Dieffenbachia is too top heavy. And even the smaller one is too top heavy. So we're going to be like chopping that cane. The reason I haven't chopped it yet, I need a plant pot for it. I don't have like the space in my mind for another like 5-gallon Dieffenbachia planter. I don't even have the space in my mind. Like eventually, I've been redesigning different areas of my apartment. If you're keeping, if you're following me on my other social media platforms, then you might see, I add little other home designy things, right? This room is probably going to be the last room that I do anything to. I've been doing my living room. I've been doing my bedroom. The kitchen, I kind of taken a pause on like the last couple of years. And I'm really getting together the bedroom and the living room, coming along so magnificently. I still haven't done that yet. I have to hire an electrician to put the chandelier up for me. I spoke to my super. My super said he's going to get someone to do it for me. I haven't heard from him, so I'm still waiting for my super. But if not, I'm just gonna TaskRabbit it, right? I got the fireplace, got the mirror up. got the TV stand, and like I was supposed to get another plant, one of the stripper pole plant stands, but I don't know what's happening with that anymore. It was supposed to be a gift, but I don't have it. So, I also don't like to like ask people for things after they've, mentioned that they're gonna give me something. Are you like that? When someone says they'll give you something, do you like to like remind them? I hate doing that. I hate to be like, hey, remember when you said, I think that's very awkward. That's so awkward. So I'm not gonna like mention it. Maybe I might. I don't know if I should. Should I mention it? Let's see. No, you're right, John. Chop, prop, and do giveaways with the Diefenbachia. Ugh, the Diefenbachia. I love that plant so much. I've had this plant for like so long. I don't know about the Diefenbachia. Every other plant, yes, I don't care. The Diefenbachia, though, I love it so much, John. I don't care about anything else, but not the Diefenbachia. It was a free plant, and I love it so much, and it was my first plant. I don't know, John, if I'm ready to share that one. I love it so much. Don't judge me. I'll share every other plant that costs millions of dollars, but I don't know about the Diefenbachia. It means so much to me. But I know whoever I share with is going to love it. Don't judge me. I don't know. I'll think about it. Because that's like, it's like a 13-foot plant, at least. That Diefenbachia is at least 13 feet. At least 13 feet. Because these are like, I think these are like 15-foot ceilings. Yeah, I think I have like 15, almost like 17-foot ceilings. And the Diefenbachia was like curling on the ceiling of the wall of the ceiling. So, yeah, it's a lot of plant. There's plenty of cane, to share. So, yeah, I don't know. I might give to my cousin. This is also a funny little experiment. Once we let them root, I'm obviously going to have to like give away plants because as much as you might want to keep something, I have so much excess of it, and that's the beauty about house plants is it will always grow. Unless you excommunicado it and then it no longer can grow. Mm. This is so good. But salty peeps, I think I'm going to round up the night, okay, and go have myself some din din. Enjoy the rest of my French blondie a la Taylor Swift. And of course, beware of snakes, okay? Be careful of people who try and pry into your life, try and get extra things out of you, all right, with ill intentions. Be very careful, be very mindful. Not everyone who smiles in your face is a friend. Be very, very, very mindful. Be very, very careful, all right? Sometimes being the villain is okay, all right? It's okay for people to be upset at you because you're not giving them what they want. Your health, your mental state, okay? Your sanity is more important than appeasing others. Okay? And snakes, they'll do that. Snakes will make you feel like you're in the wrong. All right? Be very careful of that, okay? And with that being said, salty peeps, if you haven't done so already, please make sure you're following me on my other social media platforms at HauzPlant, HauzPlant. That's here on the tubes, IG, Tickety Talk, the X, the I don't have threads, um, the book, okay, the Facebooks, and yeah, I will see you all on the next one. Let's get growing and keep an eye out for. It's the purring for me. I'm just so grateful for her. I'm so thankful for both of them. My baby. She had a nail in my silk shirt. All right, y'all. Love you. Good night. Good night, Siege. Good night, Johnny John. Good night, Special K. Good night, Senor Felix. I know Debbie Snacks is not here, but good night, Debbie Snacks. Any other salty peeps that were commenting today that I missed? Okay, that's everyone that was live and popping and chatting in the chat today. Again, it was a very vibrant chat. I love it. Love you all. I will see you all next Thursday. And again, potentially, I might make that tonic cocktail. If I don't like it, then it's not my fault. It's the liquor recommendation fault. Okay. And yeah, ordering some other little supplies. I really am enjoying this little Barbie-ness. Okay. I'll see you on the next one. Let's get going. Bye. Good night, and keep an eye out for this Sunday's video.